What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Peacekeepers on the Super Nintendo. So this game is made by Jellico, and this is the game that was referenced in the Ignition Factor. If you saw that game, there was a bonus stage where we went to the DM Factory. We got to see these dudes fighting in the DM Factory. I'll get into that more a little bit. We're going to watch the story that's going to start here in a second, and it is a bit of a long story, so grab some snacks, kick off your shoes, and enjoy some of the only music in the game. Through the damage and ignorance of the economic wars of 2011, a company rose like a phoenix from the ashes of oblivion. This company appeared as a savior to the planet. In 2015, the Dutchland Moldavia Corporation bought most of the Earth's valuable land. Claiming revitalization, a man named Trippiago outlined a road back to peace and prosperity. By mixing technology and medicine, DM Corp found new ways to combine biology and nanotechnology. In a few short years, the world was almost theirs. However, as power corrupts absolute, power corrupts better than expected. Mr. Miyagi began to have different views of what his world would be like. Through a project creating the first sentient silicone intelligent life, DM became a power like the world had never seen. Soon, DM focused its efforts on biogenetic research. Most of the research went on behind closed doors, but a few people's lives were touched by this experimentation. After a while, it became apparent that DM was up to no good. With rumors of a super being circulated, the remaining free world, the planet was coming to a decision gate, and few people wanted to make the decision. Whew. It's almost Final Fight style text. Echo. So this is the name of a person. We're going to get some people's stories here. Echo is the first person. I won't help enslave people. My research must be stopped. I'm sorry, you can't do that. You can't stop me. I'm afraid I can. Ooh, with the backhand. No! Take her away. Grandpa. What's this? A little girl? Who are you? A friend. Will you help me? Anytime. I don't know how he knew she was in there. Harry takes over as Echo's father. So that was Harry. Flynn. What happened? Flynn. You'll be all right. Not this time. Listen, you've got to stop DM. They'll destroy the world if we don't do... I'll take care of it. You can count on me. Take care of Echo for me. Harry! I think there should have been some exclamation marks there. He's gone? Looks like she's talking to Flynn. Flynn and Echo swear to avenge Harry, but Harry's the one that died. This is the story of Al. Arg! This is my favorite story. Connor, what's gotten into you? My heart, like an alligator. Bam! Suck it, nerd. Since Connor returned from that recon mission of DM, he's been odd. What's wrong with him? Al never saw Jesse and Connor again. He decided that DM was up to no good. Al took matters into his own hands. Procop. Come with me. No, help me. Amy. O'Doyle rules. Are you okay, Amy? Yeah, I'm okay. What do you think he wanted? Prokop protected his sister to no avail. A few days later, Amy disappeared. Amy! Amy! DM is behind this, and they must pay. Prokop heads to DM to rescue Amy. Okay, so that's the story. So basically you get a little background story of all of the individual characters. When I press start, we can see we can do single player, 2-player, we could do a verse game, we can fight. We're just going to go here. You should have noticed, I should have pointed it out, that one of the cool things about this game is that you could do a 4-player verse mode. But we're going to play the story mode. So you can see each one of those stories that we got, Al, Flynn, Echo, Prokop. Here they all are. We're going to be Flynn for most of the game. And again, here's some music. We want to take a second to suck it in because there's not much music in this game. This is pretty much it. Okay, so we're going to just start. Now it begins. Iago must be stopped, no matter the cost. Alright, so it's a side-scrolling beat-em-up, but you do have like a little bit of, you got a decent amount of room up and down, which is pretty cool. The controls are a little stiff, but they're not terrible. It does get a little bit more difficult the further you go in. These first stages, not such a big deal. Typical Final Fight style stuff, we can smash these boxes and we can pick stuff up. I can do a little running slide like that. I can get a knife. I'll throw this knife at this guy. So these flashing things are mines. I'll step on one just to show you what they do. Catch on fire. So this game is made by the same people that made the Ignition Factor. And for those that saw the Ignition Factor playthrough, you'll know that there was a lot of odd references and character dialogue. And the game makes a lot of references to this game, the Peacekeepers. And so I thought, well, since I had so many damn questions from what those people were talking about and the bonus stage and all that nonsense, I thought it only made sense that we would play the Peacekeepers next to maybe get some insight as to what they were talking about. And so some of the questions are going to be answered. The odd remark about putting the castle together, not going to be answered. So here is soda. One of the odd things about this game is that I picked up the soda, but I have to hit the punch button again to drink the soda. And that may be important if you're low on life. These fat guys really suck. There we go. This is why these fat guys really suck. The fat guys really suck because they'll break your punches like so. And so this takes a long time, but it really is the best way to fight them off. Which way? So we really shouldn't have said that yet because there's still enemies. I'm going to get to that in a second. It's one of the neater features of the game. This game isn't terrible. It would be a lot better if it had music. The fact that there is no music, there's just the same building on fire sounds from... We'll see if we can just pummel him. I kind of got a little lucky there. And there. And there. Okay, cool. Done and done. So those dudes, if you punch them 3 or 4 times in the face, like they'll just break your combo and grab them. So we're going to get this. So one of the neater things about this game is that you get choices. I can go either up or right, and they will take me to different places. Right will take me to like a factory. Up is going to take me to, I don't really know how to describe it. We'll see. So, and the paths do take you to even different stages. Like if I go right, stage 2 will be different than if I go up. And so I'm going to take the path in which we run into more scientists so we get the most story dialogue. But feel free to make your own choices. So I don't really know what you would call this. It's also very factory-like, but the other factory has like literal, like a conveyor belt behind a window, like in the background there's like machines and conveyor belts and stuff. So it's not bad. Like I said, the control's a little stiff. It's not terrible. The lack of music is what really makes this game kind of drone on. A lot of people talk to you, which they referenced in the Ignition Factor. I think at the end of the game, he said something like, "What's with all the talking? Didn't we learn anything from the Peacekeepers?" Oh my god. Typical fighting game nonsense, in which getting punched in the face once can be degrading. Exterminate, destroy, you must not survive. See, like here with some boss music, it'd be great. Where'd he come from? You will lose. All right, and that's where I'm going to get to use this like little super move that I have. It does take a little bit of life if you pay attention, but it's the best way to take care of most bosses. That was kind of bad. All right, is he going to do that again? So now we need to run. He's going to bounce again. Now we can... Typically, you just want to walk back. Ooh, that's close. We really don't want to die here. I mean, if we do, it wouldn't be the end of the world, but it would be best to beat him without having to use. So we have 12 continues over there to the right. That's our lives. When he does that little punch thing, it gets a little scary. This is my super move when I'm low on life. You are trapped. What's happening? Explosions, chaos, you are doomed. And the building blows up. And that's the end of the stage. So that's what we're going to call the video. We will continue the game in the next episode. So until then, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I enjoyed playing. I do suggest you stick around because you will get some answers to the Ignition Factor in this next stage. So until then, everyone, as always, like I said, I hope you enjoyed watching. I enjoyed playing. Goodbye. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to stage 2 of the Peacekeepers. We are going to enter the sewers, or Stalag 17, as they call it. And here's our first scientist. The explosion damaged our lab. Genetic mutations are occurring all over the complex. What's causing them? Mr. Iago has us experimenting with all kinds of genetic code. It can cause horrible side effects. Oh no, he turns into a monster. And so for those that solve the Ignition Factor, this monster, as is this green ooze, is present in the bonus stage. And so this sort of explains it. This green ooze is apparently the leak that's occurring. And these monsters must be the genetic mutations that the DM Factory is creating. Because you can see when these dudes die, they turn into these dudes. And just like in the Ignition Factor, they can do a shock move and they can stick their tongues out, which you'll probably see. I would prefer it if we didn't, but you'll probably see it. Hit that guy, kind of try to throw him around. Sweet, that went really well. I mean, I kind of don't want to use this, but I guess that's a good thing. We'll try to keep throwing dudes and keep it with us as long as we can. Oh, I used it. That's all right. It's better to not have to use it. This blue dude is kind of a worry. Not a huge deal. I'm just going to kick his ass. Again, this game would be so much better if there was music. No music, though. I'm going to go through the door. There's the electric shock. Luckily, it missed us. That's kind of why I try to throw these dudes a lot. Oh, there's the tongue. I missed my slide attack. Their hitboxes can be a little weird because they're short. It doesn't really matter that they're short, but it just feels off. You don't think you'll be able to hit them. There's the electric shock. Again, we want to try to get through as many stages as we can without dying, but we definitely want to get through these early stages. So we might as well use this right now. We're short on life. This kind of isn't the plan that I want to use. There we go. I just sort of want to beat this dude up before that alien shows up, so that we can try to take out the mutant. I guess I should call them mutants, not aliens, on their own. Here's our other scientist. This genetic experiment has a specific purpose. To find out more, meet my friend at Ozymandias Island. Go. And then he turns into a stronger alien mutant thing. Mutant again. Ooh. There we go. He's got a bit more health. Hey, get over here, mutant. And that should be him. It looks like you should be able to punch through this wall. You cannot, so we have to go up. And this totally isn't the exact same screen that we were just on. It's really not. We are progressing in the stage, but you can totally tell that they reused the assets, which is a little bit confusing. Here's even the doorway-sized hole that I punched. You do love the fact that when I punched through the wall, I made a square doorway. That doesn't seem good. What's up with you? Say hello to my little friend. Pal, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. And then again, it's another boss fight, and so we're just gonna sort of do this. Oh, this dude can really suck if he gets you like that. And so we're going to do that, and then we're going to run away, and then we're going to do that again, and then we're going to run away, and then we're going to do that again, we're going to run away. This is pretty much the standard boss fight strategy. Definitely early on. You just really want to get your timing right so that you don't miss any blows. Okay, and the dogs are unhappy with the fact that I'm beating this dude up. Apparently they have a affinity for Mr. Jesse here. I, on the other hand, do not. And would like to see him finished off as quick as possible. And I know this is going to blow your guys' mind, but that's the end of the stage. I'm finished. Tell my brother. Ah! Brother? Who? Connor. Arg! And so now we get to make a choice. And we are going to go up. If you go right, you go to a cave and then like a pirate ship and stuff. But we want to go up to the waterfalls because this is where the next scientist is at. And so that's it. That's the Stage 2 Stalag 17 Sewers level of the Peacekeepers. And as always, in the next video, we'll do this next stage. So until then, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I enjoyed playing, everybody. Goodbye. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Peacekeepers on the Super Nintendo. This is the MacLeod Falls. And this is where the game's going to pick up a little bit in difficulty. I suggest you first thing you do is go down here and pick up this pipe, because you're going to have to fight some big dudes. And these big dudes are terrifying monsters who can break your combo at any time and do a decent amount of damage if they get their hands on you. So I got a little bit lucky there. They didn't do too much to me. Okay. Enemies are being a bit uncooperative in this stage. Typically, they just sort of walk into your punches. But like I said, this is kind of where the game ramps up a bit. There is a scientist in this stage, so we have to take a specific path to get to him. And so once you don't have a weapon, this is why these guys are super fucking annoying. This is why this game's not that much fun. When they programmed it, they were just like, what if we made an enemy that was literally no fun at all? Just a guy that just did whatever he wanted, And there was really nothing you could do to counter it, and the only real way to beat him was to constantly use your special. And then everybody on the development team was like, that sounds awful. Let's do it. And so there you go. Now you got these big fat guys. So we did want to go up. We could have kept going over there. But, again, there's a scientist in this stage. Okay. And so we need to keep going up to reach the scientist. The more scientists we reach, the more of the story we get, and the better the ending. There are 2 or 3 endings to this game. And again, just to show you, there's nothing down there, unlike last time. So again, we want to go up. And here, we will encounter another scientist. And he says, Mr. Iago is using genetic engineering not only to control humans, but to enhance them. If he builds an army, he will be unstoppable. And we can't do anything with the scientist. I've tried to punch him. Nothing. We just sort of walk right through him. Now, if we hadn't gone up and we had gone over, we always would have ended up in this room here. The only difference is that there's going to be these floor traps there with electricity in them. Awesome. My favorite characters who just cheese the fuck out of the game. The floor traps would have been different. Like, there would have been spikes in them. Does nothing different other than the fact that it just changes the way it looks. I don't know why they did it. If we can survive long enough. Well, that's embarrassing. What really sucks is that there's soda in there. That would have given me some life. And we could have not died. But it's over now. Alright. Yeah, and so I try to use the traps to my advantage. Maybe he'll walk into it again. No, he jumped over it. I want to try to leave it. Come back for it. These are the worst enemies in any game ever made. Oh my god, I did not mean to do that. Okay, so this room could be going a lot better. But, whatever. We should be okay. Maybe. Maybe we'll be okay. I don't know. Alright, in the door we go. We gotta go down this long hallway. And if I play it cool... Oh my word, dude. I hate these guys so much. These enemies right here are the #1 reason why I would suggest nobody ever play this game. They're just not fun. I didn't want that weapon anyways. I secretly did, but okay, so now we're down the hallway. We're gonna fight some dudes one last time. We're gonna try to use the only weapon we got, which is our special move to take out these big dudes. We're gonna smash through this door. And I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be able to do this. You guys may remember these canisters, these green ooze canisters from the ignition factor. It's all starting to make sense how the fire was in the DM building. And get over here, we're going to see these two scientists, and he says, please do us the courtesy of aiding us in an experiment, won't you? What is that? Oh my god, it's a big monster. And the trick here is to just sort of back up and let it do its attack, and then charge in and hit it with the special. And if you time everything correctly, you won't get hit. I've never seen that. I've played this stage a bunch of times and I've never... Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Usually this boss is super easy and you just do this and you can get an almost flawless victory, except for the fact that you hurt yourself when you do your own special move. And dead. Mr. Iago, I think a strategic retreat is in order. I agree completely. And then the monster turns into a kid. They mutated a child. I'm filled with rage, and my shirt comes off, and I can Dragon Ball Z it up and blow up the building. How did a prototype get into the public? We must report this to Mr. Iago immediately. And that's the end of the stage. And it's unfortunate we died twice there. I really only wanted to die once, but we should still be okay. And that's it. So we will do this next airport stage. So until then, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I enjoyed playing. Goodbye. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Peacekeepers on the Super Nintendo. This is the Alan Bradley Airport, and I'm not entirely sure who Alan Bradley is. A quick Google search has told me that he is a mystery writer. So I don't know why they would make that reference, although this game does have some references. Man, we are off to a bad start already. Let's try to clean up our shit. Like I said, the game's going to get hard. It's going to get annoying, really, is what's going to happen. And I am doing just terrible. Just... Alright, so we're going to go down here, and I believe this is a soda. We're going to drink it immediately. You could try to save it, but it's one of the things that despawns, so it's best to just grab it right away. Here's a grenade. Let's see if I can hit anybody with it. I'm a really bad shot, so don't hold... Yeah, see? Don't hold your breath. I'm gonna take out these big dudes. I think this is a weapon. Yeah, and I don't really want that. It hits hard, but it also hits very slow. And again, we're just going to kind of use this little life-hurting super move because although it hurts me to use it, I lose less life using it than I do if I let those big dudes punch me in the face. I'm not sure why we're at the airport, and I'm not entirely sure, like, why. Are these missiles? I don't quite follow. I think maybe they're loaded with the poison, and they're going to drop it on the cities or something. I'm just sort of making that up, I guess. Again, super move these dudes. Not the guy I wanted to do it on. I wanted to hit the big fat guy. Big fat guys are super annoying. They really make the game unfun. These guys single-handedly ruined this game. Had the designers tweaked the AI of these characters, this game wouldn't be all that terrible. But when they do things like that, it just becomes an unfun grind. The lack of music And the lack of enemy diversity, the shitty hitbox detection that tends to favor the enemies more than the player. All in all, not a great game. This is going to be a fairly short stage, though, so don't blink or you're going to miss it. Try not to get frustrated. Try not to lose my cool. But it's really, really hard not to. Alright, now we're going to board the plane. And if I can survive long enough, there should be some life right up here. Hey. Okay, so that's good news. With no big dudes, we can actually punch for a minute until we get right back to this. If we time it right, we can take... There we go. And as always, we're going to smash through the door. At least we get to punch through that one with one powerful, mighty punch. And this is the dude dressed like a clown. But thou shrieking harbinger, foul procure of the fiend, augur of the fever's end, to this troop come thou not near. What are you talking about? My namesake, dear fool, if you be as dull as you appear, you'll let the ground grow ever near. Smash the controls in the cockpit, and you stand a chance at life. Parting is such sweet sorrow. And then he jumps out the window with the girl. I don't know why he's dressed like a clown. I don't know why he talks in rhyme and mumbles some shit. This next part is damn near impossible. So this is a choice. I cannot go out the window, out the door. I have tried numerous times. What we have to do when we go in here, there's going to be two computers, and if we smash them, the plane won't crash, and we'll go to one stage. But if we fail to smash them, which we will because they have a crazy amount of life, they're really strong, then we'll go to another stage. And it doesn't really matter which stage we go to. One stage I think is slightly easier than the other, and unfortunately we're going to go to the harder stage. I think maybe we get to skip the street stage if I can land the plane, but I would not hold your breath. Here's the cockpit, here's the computers, and I'm going to do my special move on them, and I'm going to try to do my special move on them. And you can see I don't have much time, and they take so much damage. Like, they just require you to hit them so many times. Like, even if I smash them, it's just, I don't know. I don't know how you're supposed to do that. I think there's a character that can hit both of those computers at once, and you can just barely squeeze it out. So while it looks like I died, I did not die. I actually beat the stage. We just crash, and we're going to have to go to, I believe, the streets, which has a fancy name that is another reference, but you're going to have to find out in another video. So, as always, until then, I hope you enjoyed watching. I know this one's short, but that's kind of how it goes. So I hope you enjoyed watching. I enjoyed playing, I guess. It's not a great game. Until next time, everyone, goodbye. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Peacekeepers on the Super Nintendo. This is Snake Plissken Avenue, another reference that is in no way subtle. That is the plane that crashed behind us. This stage is brutal and awful because of these dudes. They're every bit as bad as the big guys, except unfortunately when they lock you up, they are very slow in their attacks, and so it's extra insulting and annoying. And so we're going to just sort of super move our way through this. Probably not the best strategy, but it's one I'm going to go with. These pirate dudes, we didn't get to see these guys because we didn't go into the pirate cave. But had we gone into the pirate cave, we would have fought a lot of them. They're not so bad. We would have ended up on a pirate ship, and which would have been like a, I don't know, like a 3-screen size boat, and we would have had to have just beaten wave after wave after wave of enemies. But we would have missed a scientist if we did that, and so that wasn't much of an option. We're going to pick this up because this is helpful. Spiked bat is kind of cool. And we're going to lose it immediately. Because why not? Alright, hopefully we can keep it this time. We are almost out of life already. The Spike's bat has an interesting hitbox. Well, that didn't go so well. We didn't get so lucky that time. This, I think, is one of the harder stages. It's just... these guys right there are just awful. And there's a decent amount of them. There we go. See, I'm locked up. And it just takes so long. Like, I don't know why their attack is so slow. It gives you the false impression that maybe you could break out of it, but... I've had very little luck doing so. And everybody in this stage takes just so much life. Like, we're almost dead. Again. We meet this wonderful dude, Norton. Correctamundo, there's some action ahead. You might need help with. May I join you? Absolutely. And then he runs off and he never helps us. I believe this means that he is a selectable character now. We'll check when I die, but yeah, see, I don't know. Weapons suck. This whole game sucks. That's just really all there is to it. Let's just get to it. Oh, I forgot to check. Whatever. You expect him to be over here like fighting somebody or something, but no. Alright, we're just gonna kick the shit out of Blade here. See you, Blade. It's nice knowing you. There's not multiple paths in this stage, so while it looks like maybe I could go over or down, I can't. I can only go up. And so up is where we're gonna go. And then this area will look familiar from the intro. And we're gonna get jumped by a bunch of dudes. Because the game wanted to be as unfun as possible. When they were making it, they were just like, you know what? You know, let's just make sure that the people who spent $60 on this have no fun at all. And they did a good bang-up job on that. They did just fantastic. And these things are... Oh, God. You could throw at that, dude. Pick it up, pick it up. I want to pick up the life. Okay. Sometimes it can be real difficult to pick up life in this game, and it can be real frustrating to die right in front of it. And it's happened numerous times to me throughout my playthroughs. And nothing makes you feel more cheated or aggravated than dying right in front of full life. I believe there's another throwing knife here. Yeah, we'll pick it up. These are kind of cool. I don't mind these weapons because you actually get to throw them. I missed that one, but at least they're useful. The weapons that you hold in your hand are typically too slow from this point on. The enemies have too many combo breakers, and your attack weapon is just too much. I was worried I wasn't going to hit that guy. Yeah, are we having fun yet? The street stage is awful. If you can break the computers and avoid this stage, it's strongly suggested. I think maybe Pro Cop is the guy that you would want to use. His special maybe could take out both computers at once. I'm really not sure. Oh my god. Oh my god, just hit the guy. Just hit him, guys. Just hit the guys and kill them. Good lord. Good lord. Alright, and then we gotta go up here again. And so up we go. And there's full life. And then there's also a soda that we just threw. So there goes that. I mean, it doesn't matter. We got full life. Here's a crying little girl. We kneel down to talk to the girl. We never talk to the girl. Suddenly we're in a wrestling rink and we're fighting these two. Lucky, lucky, knock on wood, rabbit, rabbit, treat me good. Gore, be quiet. We've got work to do. Kumbaya. I have no idea what the little girl is about, why we kneeled down while suddenly we're fighting these two wrestling dudes. The guy on the bottom doesn't want to seem to cross the lower half, like he won't come up here and fight me, and so we're going to beat up Gore. It's a little weird. I kind of want to show it, but I'm not going to show it because it takes a lot of life. If you go down there, the dude in red will pick you up, and then the dude in purple like climbs... the fuck with it. Here we go. I'll show you. See, he climbs up on the rope, and then he jumps. Bam! Yeah, so you guys owe me. And so you don't go down there. You stay up here, and you just beat up Gore. Once you beat up Gore, the bottom dude, he can still kick your ass with some punches. He'll still pick you up, but he just drops you after that because Gore's not there to teabag you. And so we just use our special move, and we just take these dudes out. Not nearly as difficult as the two dudes in Final Fight. The two big Andre the Giant looking guys. It is slow and time consuming though. And it's not a very enthusiastic crowd. You can hear them just sort of mumbling. They're just like, oh, I guess this is an interesting fight. So to get down there, you have to run. And you love my run cycle. He runs like he's got to poop. And then again, you can just do the same thing to Kuchek here. And hopefully we can take him out, but we may run out of life, so that's super unfortunate. We'll try our special as long as we can, but it looks like that's it. So from here on out, we'll just try to jump kick him. If we can get good patterns, we can finish him this way. It's just a lot slower, as you can see. Plus, it doesn't always connect. And that's what happens. You can see Gore's not there, so he just throws me down on the ground. Oh my god, hit the dude. Hit the dude. Oh my god, hit him. Turn around and hit him. Jesus Christ, I hate this game. I hate it so much. Oh my god, it's such a shitty game. Why am I facing away from the enemy? And I think, okay, I was gonna say, I think we're soft locked. Okay, oh my god, fucking move. I can't, I don't know. I gotta get... Ooh, good lord, guys. Don't ever play this game. The people that made this game should feel bad. It's not the worst game I've ever played. It's just frustrating. You let them win. I should pin you now. How could we lose? Look at us. We're huge. Gore, quit your whining. I'm sure Iago is finished. What do you mean? Yeah, Kuchek is right. You should be able to smash Iago. Good luck. So I guess since I was able to beat them, I'll be able to beat Iago, which means they should have been able to beat Iago. And since they don't seem to have any loyalty to Iago, why didn't they just beat him? I don't know. Anyways, that's the end of the stage. I don't know why there was a little girl. I don't know why we kneeled. I don't know where she went. I don't know why we ended up in a wrestling rink. I don't know who those dudes are. I don't know why we beat them up. But all of that happened, and that's the end of that stage. And so now we are on the bridge for some reason. I don't know why we go where we go, but we're on the bridge, and we will do it in the next episode. So we're almost done, but not quite. So until then, everyone, I hope you had a good time watching. I sort of had a good time playing. Until next time, goodbye. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to... Hey, there he is. There's Norton. To the Peacekeepers on the Super Nintendo. This is the Queen of Cups bridge. And the first thing that's going to happen here is we're going to run into this guy. And he's going to be like, hey, I've decided that Iago is a fool. Let me help you and you won't regret it. Except we're not going to believe him, so we're going to punch him in the face, because that's how you say no to people in this world. And he says, I will never trust a scoundrel like you. You're a liar. Impressive. Most impressive. No matter, you will pay. And then we have this super annoying boss fight, in which he just spins around like a madman. And we just try to do our super move and hope we make contact with him. Because boss fights that rely mostly on luck are super fun, and they were a good decision. I'm glad they put it in the game. I think everybody watching this right now can see just how much fun this looks, and they're probably super upset that they don't get to be a part of it right now. They're just like, man, sure wished I could fight a guy that just spins around randomly in circles with no pattern or discernible thing at all that you could do to possibly control how this fight turns out. Cool. And so he's almost done. All right, one or two more, and I think we got him. Ooh. So close. So close. It's really not a very good fighting move, honestly. Like, I would not suggest if you end up in a street fight or a bar fight, don't do the whirlwind move. My defeat means nothing. The world belongs to DM. And that's it. And then we continue going. And then we got to beat up more of these dudes. But here's a soda, so we're going to drink it really quick. No, we don't really want to use our super move on the blades, guys, if we can avoid it. But you know what? We're really just going to sort of use it on everybody. Now a helicopter is going to come by and drop some bombs on us. It seems to mostly drop the bombs in the center of the screen, so I don't really worry too much about it, you know, like where the bombs are going to land. You can see a little bit of a shadow. Sometimes you get a little lucky and it hurts the enemies more than it hurts you. I would like to say I've never been hit by it, but I'm afraid that if I actually make that claim, the very next thing that'll happen is I'll get hit by it, so... You can just assume that it's non-threatening to the point where... Cool, that jump kick was amazing. One of the problems that I've noticed with this game is that, like, the hitboxes are really weird. So enemies can hit you sometimes, but you can't hit them. Like, you'll go through their hitbox, but they'll reach up and grab you. And so maybe it's just a thing in general, like if you're below the enemy, you stand a better chance at hitting them. Which is kind of unfortunate because I find myself in this game to be above the enemies a lot, because the enemies always try to move below you. And so a lot of the hitboxes, although somewhat fair, feel uncheap. Did I say uncheap? I meant cheap. Although I do got to give them credit. You know, the thing in the background, it's kind of cool. Right, like, I didn't point it out, but in the airport stage, there was the airplanes taking off, and we could see the shadow. Here's another life thing that we're probably going to miss. Okay. Dying instead of being able to pick up the life is pretty common. But there was like shadows of airplanes taking off. I thought that was cool. We've seen a stage before where like they shot missiles at us from a boat. That was pretty cool. This helicopter thing launching grenades at us is kind of neat. You know, the multiple paths and finding the scientist to uncover the story thing is kind of cool. The game has like a lot of decent ideas going for it, but it's just, I don't know. I don't particularly love it. I think it's not quite polished enough. The lack of music is a big issue for me personally. It's so boring. And the enemies being kind of cheesy, although that seems to be sort of a beat 'em up game. I don't know, I was going to say like gimmick in general, you know, like Double Dragon would do it, enemies would double team you. We definitely saw it a lot in Final Fight. You know, we're seeing it here. Yeah, there you go. See, that guy got hit with the explosion. So I don't know how much I should complain about that. Although in this one, the enemies break your combos. You know, it's like you'll be punching 1, 2, 3, and 4 with the uppercut. And at any point in those, they can grab you. And so it's not like the enemy always grabs you on 3 or that he always grabs you on 4 so that you can make moves to avoid it. Just some enemies just don't care that they're being punched. And to me, that makes it kind of annoying, kind of frustrating for all the wrong ways. And so I end up just sort of doing this, which is by far not the best way to beat this game. And here's another scientist. Be careful, Mr. Iago has completed the first of his enhanced army. Danger lies ahead. And that's it. That's the end of the bridge stage. So there's only 2 more stages, I believe, if memory serves me correct. So I don't think we'll beat it next time, the video after, maybe the next one, I don't know. Stick around and find out. That's that. So as always, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching. I enjoyed playing. Until next time, goodbye. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Peacekeepers on the Super Nintendo. This is the Dutchland Moldavia, or the DM factory, which you may recognize from the Ignition Factor. So hopefully by now, a lot of the questions you've had about what the fuck they were talking about in that game have been answered. Although you'll notice the main question as to pushing the castle together so that you can push the button or reach it or whatever still remains unanswered. It's unfortunate. So I shouldn't have tried to jump kick that guy. I thought maybe I'd be able to pull it off. All right, we're going to try this. All right, hey, cool. We got to punch one to death. Again, I'm not entirely sure about the missiles. Did they explain that at the end? I can't remember. I just remember I get to fight 2 damn ninjas. Which I believe happens at the end of this stage. So we're just gonna we're gonna go back and forth and beat up these different fat guys in different colored clothes. It's a low budget way to add more enemies to the game. Not uncommon, a bit abused in this title. I don't want that. Normally I would want that. This time around, I don't want that. I do want these guys to die, though. Alright. Oh, that's a new one. Shit, I thought he was almost dead. That was a risky maneuver. It paid off well, though. Alright, we're gonna go for it. Bam! Eat pipe. Pipe's not bad because you can swing it fairly quick. A lot of the other weapons you swing really, really slowly. Alright, so we're going to punch our way through this door. We're going to smash that computer, and this starts the required elevator sequence that is in every beat-em-up game ever. So if you thought we weren't going to get one in this game, here you go. I'm not sure why it has open doors like that on every floor. I'm guessing they just wanted to save on the background. I have no life, so I can't do my special move, so we have to punch. And of course, punch denied. So, I'm just gonna drop ourselves in here. Try to pick this weapon back up. Well, we got both of these dudes cornered, so it's worth it to do that. Oh, dude. Facing the wrong way. We got it, We're okay, we got this. No worries. Gonna hit this dude with a pipe. Beat up some ninjas who are going to beat me up. Oh. Good news is if you miss with your special move, it doesn't take any life. Definitely did not like the situation I was in there. Alright, ninja's done. Next floor. Lingerie, pantyhose, pirates and ninjas. Working together in a team. I'm doing not great, so we're gonna have to use another life here. Oh my god. Okay. There's those weird hitboxes that I was saying again. Where enemies like to be below you so that they can hit you, but you can't hit them. Alright. And Y into bad thing. Let's just finish him off. And again, we can't go anywhere here. It's the illusion of choice. No real choice. We can only go up. And we got some cool robots in the background there. We got the insulting super move from the fat guy that I apparently cannot hit. Oh my god, this guy's impossible to hit. Okay, we're hitting his ass now, though. How is he not dead? How did he not die there? Everybody, rewind the tape. Check it out. What a dick move. I'm sure that's life. I honestly can't remember. Just whatever, it doesn't matter. It's just my hopes and dreams of ever beating this game. Moving on to something that isn't awful. Again with the lack of music. Yeah, there you go. How about that? Full fucking life. So let's beat some ninja ass here. Try to keep it on screen. It shouldn't despawn, but some stages it does. I can't remember if this is one. There we go. Alright, let's take the life. Let's get ourselves a refill. I feel cheated on that one. Let's back away from the edge of the screen a bit. These dudes, not such a big deal. Take out all three of them with ease. Whatever. Kick some ninja ass. We gotta get rid of this fat guy. There's a lovely vase that we get to break. It's a rarity that you would see such a nice vase in such a weird factory. A bit out of place. Feel like it would be better off in the mansion set. But I guess they just sort of had that asset lying around and they were like, you know what, fuck it, just put in a really nice vase. We got the artwork. I mean, Todd went to the trouble to design it. Might as well use it. You'd think it would be here. Way more fitting here. And here we go. We got the clown guy. What? Ho? You called me a hoe? You know you don't look a thing like your pictures. Nay, places to go have I, worlds to conquer. Remove this filth, this foul odor. Yes, my liege. The curse of the ninja is upon you. And then he runs away, and we get to fight ninjas with no boss music. And ninjas are crazy, so we are just going to constantly use our special move here. The lack of music really makes this not that exciting. Although the super move is a good way to dodge their attack. So I kind of try to dodge into them right when they're getting up. I'm trying to dodge. I was trying to do the super move the other way. One of the things I don't think I've pointed out in this game is that, like, turning around quickly seems to be a bit of an issue. Oh my god. Like right there, I was trying to do it the other direction, and he's not having not part of it. But we almost got him, so. Okay, another life down, that's fine. Alright, let's take this. Let's take this somewhere where we won't get stuck on pillars. This guy is annoying. Onito. But that's okay. Again, we're just gonna spam this move and hope for the best. There probably is a better boss strategy, but damned if I know it. Should have seen that coming. Oh my god, we can't hit this one last time. Is he not dead? Hey, and there we go, 2 ninjas down. You have defeated us, but you are no match for Tybalt. Tremble. And that's the end of the stage. Fantastic, wonderful stage where we get to beat 2 ninjas. And I think, if memory serves me correctly, this will be the last stage. Could be wrong about that, but I believe that's how this works. And so I think we beat the game in the next video. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So until then, everyone, stick around. I hope you enjoyed watching. I enjoyed playing. Goodbye. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Peacekeepers on the Super Nintendo. I'm pretty sure this is the final stage. Abandon all hope, ye who enter here, which I believe was written above the cave door that led to hell in Dante's Inferno. We're going up these stairs in this tower, I guess. A stage where I think not having any music is fitting. We're going to beat up this fat guy. And we're going to take out this pirate, because why not? Can I do it? Alright, that was... Ooh. I should have just done the thing. 2 pirates, we're going to try to take them both out at once. Close enough. I'll take that. Luckily, the enemies have fairly low life here, so they're kind of easy to take out. No. Ugh, I say that, and then I get punched a bunch, so... We're just gonna start sticking... to this. Eat it! I so desperately didn't want to die. That was close. We're at the top of the stairs, which not a very tall tower. Looks more like a lighthouse, considering that I think that's water. Maybe that's supposed to be clouds. I don't really know. I have no idea where we go or why we go those places in this game. To be perfectly honest with you, it's a giant mystery to me. We're on bridges and airports, and I don't know. Does it matter? I'm going to say no. And the game is nice enough to give us full health before we go through the door. Which, you know what that means. Look at this nonsense. We got some stuff back here that probably means something. I kind of know what it means, but I kind of don't know what it means. Is it a mosaic? And why do the eyes flash? We find ourselves in an electric barrier. Thou art a knave, a rascal, an eater of broken meats. Face my Orbots and perish. And suddenly there's Orbots. So let's take on some robots. And so we're going to use the standard boss tactic of backing up and then charging forward. And hoping for the best. They can still grab me. They might get me a few times. But you can't top this strat. No, getting shot. Getting grabbed. They've broken free. It's going so wrong. It's terrible. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna have to spam the button, hope for the best. We've reached full spam mode. Things are not going according to plan, but they are almost working out. That's fine. And we're grabbed and lit on fire, because everything in this game is annoying. All right. We've got some semblance of control again. And we're grabbed. One's down. A little bit of lag when he dies. I don't know why there's lag when he dies. There is. Run. And the other one dies. Maybe it's supposed to be cinematic slow motion. He walks on his own over here. The laser beams are gone. We can go through the door with the weird scary mask. We see some warning signs flashing. I don't know why it's warning. I don't know what's happening. Maybe they were going to launch the missiles. We don't really get that information. We see a computer. We noticed that the bad guy that looks like a clown, Iago, was touching it earlier. So I'm going to smash the fuck out of it. But I don't really know why I'm doing this. But here we go. It's destroyed. It dropped a full life thing, so I assume that's good that I did that. The warning signs have stopped. Again, I don't know what they're warning us from, but it's over. And then we keep going over here to the right. And portal to another dimension? I don't know. Fuck if I know. Hey, 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 it's the big Iago everybody's been talking about. Sit right there. Make yourself comfortable. Now, how are you going to run the universe if you can't even face a few unstoppable men? I'm warning you. How could you stop unstoppable men? Anyways, I do my power up with no sound effects, and then I can fly around and punch this guy. And if I get hit, my power will stop. So we're going to try to do this without my power stopping. Easy enough. Et tu, Brute, I'm not vanquished, so ho, face my offspring. Ties ball, huzzah. I don't know why he keeps calling me a hoe. Seems totally uncalled for. This dude flies down from the ceiling. Also, 90286, slow and outmoded. End of line. Damn the prototype. 90999, damage potential massive. Prepare for assimilation. And then we get to fight this dude, who has a lot of life, and he has a super move that is unavoidable, and it instantly kills you. So we're probably gonna see it. I don't know how to avoid it. I don't know how to stop him from doing it. It's just a thing that happens. Until then, we're just gonna spam our super move here like always. And hope for the best. We're going to try to not corner him. Oh, here we go. See, there we go. Super move. He does it. Shocks the whole screen. Literally nothing I can do. Dead. Super shitty, by the way, that they decided that that was a feature that they should put in the final boss fight, which is an unblockable super move that kills you. Let that sink in. Just how shitty of a thing that is. You're an 8-year-old kid. You've spent hours and hours a day, months on end, trying to beat this shitty fucking game with no music, to get all the way to the final boss, to have him pull an unstoppable super move that kills you instantly, and that's how you game over. And somewhere there was an entire team of talented adults who were like, yup, that's what we need in our game. Yeah, here we go again. So, boom, dead. Right? Done. Dunzo. Didn't stand a chance. But we're going to take him down. He's almost dead. I know it looks like a guy from Dragon Ball Z. Maybe not the Dragon Ball Z fight you were expecting. Well, there's the super move again. So we're going to wait for that to finish. I guess it's a good thing we died there. We were going to die there anyways. And one more time, and we got him right there. That's the end of it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the Peacekeepers. Logic error suggested commence diagnostic. Maybe it was fate, maybe luck. Who knows? Your programming suggests wisdom beyond mine. Human element prized. Sub-zero precipitation. Purpose unknown. I guess that means it's snowing and we don't know why. Big bro. Amy. Reporting for duty, sir. Good to see you, soldier. Greetings, programs. I see that our genetic countermeasures were a success. How did you manage that? Your grandfather kept detailed reports on his research to counter his genetic coding. Then everyone is back to normal? Correct. We were able to reverse the process. By nuclear winter, I guess. What about the process to alter the genes? It was destroyed along with DM's labs. And my sister is safe? Norton. What about me? Can I ever be human again? I don't know, but we'll try. And I'll help. You'll make a good scientist. I don't know who said that, though. The girl in green? The girl in orange? Losing Flynn. Norton, with all this power, I need discipline. Will you train me? Okay. We'll start into our first lesson. What should I do? Jumping jacks. Jumping jacks? And that's it. That's the end of the Peacekeepers. Less weird than the ignition factor. Still pretty fucking weird. So we did get some questions answered. We understand what the green goo is. We understand what the DM factory is. We understand what the little alien monsters were that we fought. We understand why in the bonus stage we had to rescue, the lady from what looked to be like a prison cell. We do understand some of the references that they made, like what's with all the talking? Didn't we learn anything from the Peacekeepers? People don't want to read, they want to play. That's because there's a lot of talking in this game to scientists and stuff. But we don't understand what the reference to the castle is, so that's really weird. And this game on its own kind of opens up some of its own questions. Again, what's up with the missiles? What was the plan? How was the guy going to control the universe by turning everyone into blob monsters? Whatever. As far as fighting games go, beat 'em ups, it's like the man says, there's no problems, only solutions. Okay? Produced by Team Pure Heart, which I think is the same team that made the Ignition Factor. Similar stylistic credits. And then that's it. The game just restarts. So, as far as this game goes, like, what would I give this game on a scale? I think Nick staying with me for the past few months has made me not able to practice as much as I would like to. And so I had to play this game longer than I wanted to. And so I think that kind of added to my frustrations. But all in all, I think the lack of music hurts. It's an okay beat 'em up. There's a decent variety of enemies. It doesn't feel like it, but when I think about it, there's ninjas and pirates and purple aliens and a big slime monster and some fat guys and some weird long-armed, three-armed dudes, and there was some dudes on the street clothes. It's cool with the branching paths. There's slightly different endings based on like what you do. It's cool talking to the scientists. All of that is really cool, but the lack of music and the stiff gameplay really hurts. So I'm gonna give it just like a 5 or a 6. I would say only play it if you love retro games, love side-scrolling beat-em-up games. Otherwise, it's just really not worth it. It's kind of frustrating and annoying. So, that's it. That's the Peacekeepers. I'm glad to be done with that one. I already know what I'm going to play next. So, I don't know. Everybody, I hope you enjoyed it. It was okay. I'm glad it's done. So we'll start another game in the next video. So until then, everyone, I hope you enjoyed watching. I enjoyed playing. Goodbye.